Sekur Private Data offers email, messaging, all kinds of secure ways of communicating in the workplace. And with me is the CEO, Alain Ghiai, to talk about the latest hacks. It seems like every time we talk, there's something new, and we've got a crypto one to talk about this week, Harmony. And I was just kind of surprised because, crypto, the blockchain was supposed to be pretty unhackable, but that's proving not to be the case. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, first of all, nothing is unhackable in the world, but the crypto hack that happened was in a wallet, and it's not the first time. I think they call it a bridge or a wallet. I'm not so proficient in crypto language, but essentially it means that blockchain, which is an amazing technology compared to what we've been using for the last 50 years for wire transfers and so forth, blockchain is not immune to hack, and it's also not scalable to the point that people think. So not only people have to suffer because of the crypto stocks are down 90% in many cases, now they have to deal with wallets that are hacked and even companies that can't let people their money out. So it's a kind of a disaster. But the hackers always know how to get your money.
Yeah, well, and there's really no recourse.
There's no recourse whatsoever, because I don't believe it's FDIC insured, if I'm correct.
I don't think so.
And even if it is, it's only up to $100,000 according to the bank charter. So it's just a complete disaster. I feel really bad for a lot of people who have quit certain job, worked in that industry, have put all their nest egg in it. So and there's billions of dollars in those wallets.
Yeah.
And it's the similar community. You got the hackers, the good ones, the white hack, and then the black hat, right? So they all know where to go to get that money.
Yeah. So, and let's talk about data breaches just in general, because we see so many of these. It's like on a daily basis. What do you know about the amount of economic damage that is caused by these data breaches?
Well, there was a study that was made that in 2021, between real damage and loss of opportunity, it's costing the global economy $6 trillion a year. And it's only going to expand from there. So it's important to try to protect yourself and upgrade your software, buy new technology, secure your emails, all of that.
Yeah, and I think only about 24% of these people ever get their money back, right?
Yeah, I think there was a study, I think 75% of companies suffered a hack in the last 12 months or something like that, and 24% of them can never get it back, or 42. I may be mixing my digit, but it's a high number, because if you're a business or an individual, but a business costs you millions of dollars if you're being hacked, and if you can't recover that data, that costs you a tremendous amount of money, and it affects your client base and your customer base. You could be sued. I mean, it's just the whole chain of event is like a domino that keeps falling. So it's very important to spend whatever amount you can to increase your security, to reduce your social footprint, and to really be careful.
Yeah. So what can people do to prevent these hacks from happening? And then I want to talk about how Sekur is different than what's already out in the marketplace. So let's start with what people can do. Watch their emails, I know, is the big thing.
Email is 94% of the hacks come through email, which means that somebody can watch you for 6 months at a time, and you wouldn't know it, and you make that one mistake, or you send that particular information via email, which we all do, and then they'll know exactly how to get to your system or what kind of password you use, etc. Also, watch out for phishing. I get daily almost in some of my big tech email, I get these things that here's an invoice, click on it, or and now there's going to be a lot of political issues, there's going to be a lot of articles being sent to people, and people are going to click without knowing where this email comes from. So I would recommend that you watch. And as a business, there's something called business email compromise, BEC. Businesses are watched carefully now because they have money, they have assets, and they have a lot of data. So email is the first gate to trying to reduce that hack, and also reduce your social media footprint, right, if you can. And treat your business like it's your bank account, or even more. Guard yourself, with that information that you leak out.
Yeah, and Sekur is different because you don't collect data.
Yes.
Right, and sell that. So if people can reduce their risk greatly by using Sekur.
That's a very good point. I mean, the whole culture of Sekur, from how we store your data, how we treat our employees, etc., is privacy. That's like rule number one. It's in our DNA. We also don't data mine you, as you just rightfully pointed, because when a company data mines you, which all the big guys do, and they sell your data, that data is hosted by somebody else, and that other person may be hacked.
Yeah.
The other thing is we have our systems, like Secure Mail, for example, that uses Secure Send technology, which is a way to email anybody out there without sending that valuable information. You receive an email with a link, the recipient clicks and they can use Secure Reply without having to buy Secure. So if you're a banker, a lawyer, an accountant, I mean anyone, you have your client base, you can Secure Send email to your customers any day. They can safely open, check all the attachment and Secure Reply without that email being out in the open, because the whole transaction happens in our server. And the same goes with our messenger, Secure Messenger without chat by invite. You can chat with anyone in the world by sending them a text to open a tunneling system to chat with your customer or your partners.
Okay, thank you so much, Alain, for coming in.
Pleasure being here, thanks.